Sorry, late. Steve was talking. Do it.
Okay. Well, we're live, so that's going to be on there.
Oh.
Welcome to Corvette Weekly, everybody. This is, of course, the weekly live video where me, Horsepower Obsessed, Steve, Protective Dad Pranks, and Jason from Front Seat Driver come together to form Vette Syndicate and bring you all of the latest Corvette news, Corvette experience, Corvette everything. So welcome back. This is the 91st episode. We are 9 away from the big 100. And yes, BPR, you were actually right. I'm not sure if I got it, if I caught it in time, because I hit go live while Steve was still talking. So BPR said to tell Steve to stop talking and push the start button, and he was actually right. He was right.
Yeah.
There's like a little.
Do we have volume? Somebody said no volume.
No volume.
Do you turn up your phone volume?
I think we got some volume. Let's see. Do we got volume? Can anybody confirm that they can hear people and stuff?
And stuff.
Yeah, and stuff. Oh boy.
More cutsy.
Yep, we got volume. All right, so volume's good, guys. Looks like Brent's going to step in for Shane tonight. He's got us at 40 thumbs ups currently. Let's smash the thumbs up button, guys. Let's get this to at least 100 by 8 like usual, and then 200 by 8:30. We have yet to hit that 200 number, so maybe tonight will be the night. Nice, Mark White. I like it. Gordon says you look and sound great. Fantastic. He's probably mostly talking about you, Jason.
Always.
Oh. Well, Jason's going to be a soon celebrity with his new video, you know.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about all that. But Corvette Blogger picked it up. That was cool.
That is very cool.
Corvette Blogger.
Yep, we're going to talk about that in a second, because if you guys haven't seen it yet, there has been a C8 Corvette Z06 that was stolen, a brand new one, and it was stolen by the delivery company. Mm-hmm. So the new thing that you didn't know you had to watch out for.
Yeah.
You got to watch out for the delivery guys stealing your car. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
DBM, what's up, man? He says we're at 58 thumbs ups now. That's pretty cool. Thank you.
Somebody got their E-Ray?
I recently got my E-Ray. Put you. No E-Rays have been delivered yet, so I'm assuming he's mistaken, or maybe he got a ride in one.
Yeah, because production hasn't started, correct?
No. But I did see today there was a couple people that got an email saying that their E-Ray is about to be built. So I think some people had target production weeks of 1/8, which is literally today. So some of these cars are probably going to be coming out, if I had to guess, around mid to late February. You're going to start seeing the E-Rays trickling out. But yeah, Mark White says, yeah, you guys know if they're getting rid of the wall buttons for 2025. We've talked about this a couple different times. I don't think so. I doubt that they would. I'm not saying that it's definitely not going to happen, but I just don't see why they would. At this point, if you're a C8 Corvette owner, I actually did a poll on this. No one dislikes that wall as an actual owner of the Corvette. Everybody's gotten used to it, and it makes it,
I love it.
None of us dislike it.
Mm-hmm. I have no problem with it.
Gordon says, are we at 71 already? Holy cow, yeah, we are. We're at 76.
We're rocking.
Nice.
8 minutes in. You guys are killing it tonight. All right. Let's keep smashing that thumbs up button. Let's focus on that for sure.
I have 65 side channels, and they're all clicked in right now.
I want to take a moment to welcome Corvette Warehouse is now the official sponsor of Vette Syndicate. And with that, there are some really cool things coming in the future. They're a really good company. And if you do me a favor, go to Instagram and subscribe to Corvette Warehouse, because we're trying to build up their Instagram for them. And believe me, there's something with the three of us on this channel and Corvette Warehouse is coming in the future. It's really big.
Yeah.
Really big.
Dude, and let me tell you, these guys have so much planned for that location. We've been there. I filmed a bunch of videos there, and you see that one big room and it's absolutely packed with cars. Steve and I had the opportunity. We were hanging out with Doug, the owner, the other day, and they brought us to a couple of other warehouses basically within that location where they're about to blow out the walls. There's going to have their goal is 160 cars. From entry level all the way up to obviously the C8 Z06 and whatever comes next. So this place it's going to be awesome. Steve and I are super excited. We're literally nonstop talking, together about what all we want to be able to do with them and helping them on our end. And they're fantastic. So we're excited.
The cool part is they're going to host events for Vette Syndicate.
Yeah.
We're going to get Justin down there. We're going to try to get his car down there. But if anything, we're going to get Justin for sure. And we're going to have just a huge car event there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great to have a location. It can hold a lot of cars. So it's just the start.
Yep. Gen X Vet says, will Doug at Corvette Warehouse join our YouTube stream? That's a good question. We should have him
at some point. Yes, 100%.
And we're also going to stream from there too. But
yeah, we'll probably be doing like a Monday Night Live from there.
Yep.
Like we've done at other locations.
And his personality is insane, so it won't be us. It'll be just like put a camera on Doug and let him go for it.
Yeah.
Let Justin take care of the video part and what is filmed because he's insane.
He is. He's one of the. I mean, honestly, like he is such a fun guy to be around. And sometimes people's stories, you're just like, oh, here comes another story. His stories, I actually like. Even when I was editing, we did a video and he was telling some stories. I went back and I actually watched the story again while I'm editing instead of just scrolling through it. He's really cool to hang out with.
Yeah. AARPM says that he posted a link to this live event on a Facebook channel that he's part of. So let's see what happens.
Oh, sweet.
Hey, cool.
DBM Racing says that he'll come to Texas. I'm telling you, man, you should come down to Florida on the 13th. There is a supercar Saturday, literally hundreds of cars, and there's literally a designated section for just Corvettes. Come to Fort Lauderdale on the 13th, and we're going to have a booth and everything set up there.
Who's going to be looking at Corvettes in Fort Lauderdale? I think there's going to be other things to look at.
You'd be surprised. Yeah. You'd be surprised. I mean, the thing is
I have two eyes. I can look two ways.
I'm talking like, hello.
Okay. I was going to say, I thought you were talking about other cars, but here it is, Steve. It doesn't matter what we're talking about. He's going to find a way to talk about the wrong thing.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why God gave you two eyes, man. You look at one way, you look at the girl, you look at a car at the same time.
Creepy old men.
Yes.
Mark White says, Justin, how many miles you got on the Vette? My C8 Z06 has 3,400 miles on it. My ZR1, which, believe it or not, I actually just drove today, it has 16,200 miles on it. The C6 Z06 has 12,000 and like 300 on it, so it's actually almost the lowest mileage Corvette I own. Let's see. Okay, yeah, he said it was not his E-Ray, but he did, in fact, get to ride in one. That's pretty cool. Because they'll be coming out, if I had to guess, like I said, mid to late February, you're going to start seeing them. Okay, let's talk real quick about the giveaway tonight, guys. So I know there's nothing up there yet, so let's go ahead and put it there. And that is going to be Bam and Bam. So it is Extreme Online Store today. That means it's going to be carbon fiber. What?
I just like that. And that means it's going to be carbon fiber.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, Jason actually did a bunch of carbon fiber Extreme Online Store editions to his C8 Corvette. I have a couple on my C8 Corvette Z06. The only one that doesn't is Steve, but Steve's just, he's a different guy. But you don't have anything from EOS, right?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I've been kind
on the fence.
Yeah, I've been like sponsored by other people I kind of couldn't get out of.
Well, let me put this up here real quick so we can see exactly what we're looking at. And there it is. So this is what we're going to be giving away today, which is going to be the trim that covers the chrome dash trim of the C8 Corvette. Now, This specific part here, you can see all the different images. It will cover up that chrome. And this is big for the cars that did not have the option to get the stealth interior package. I would definitely do this myself if I didn't have the stealth interior package. Now I know Jason didn't, and I don't think Steve has it either. So you have something like this on your car as well, Steve, right?
The trim?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I have the chrome still showing.
Okay, so were you ever thinking about doing something like this?
No, honestly, I wanted to get the stealth chrome. So I was trying to figure out a way to get it aftermarket or acquire it. You know, just got to find one that's been wrecked.
Yeah. Or stolen. No, I'm just kidding.
Or so,
Well,
yeah.
In this case, you can actually win this stuff from the live stream here tonight, guys. So this is typically a $300 kit. If we can raise at least $600 worth of donations, this will be given away tonight. So someone can win this. Again, for a $10 donation, every entry, or every $10 is an entry. If you donate $100 via Venmo, it will be double entry. So you'll get 20 entries per $100 donated. And if you donate $100 and you win it, you're actually getting this thing for $200 less than what you would normally pay for it. This is real carbon fiber through and through. And it's just a stick-on part, so you don't have to rip apart your dash or anything. So you're getting real carbon fiber with that real carbon fiber look, and it's covering up the chrome trim if you're not a big fan. So as usual, guys, check out the Venmo. It should be pinned to the top of the chat. Every $100 donation is going to get you double entries.
Yeah, and their carbon fiber is fantastic, man. It's so easy to install. It looks so good. And the thing I like about this part is that it's 3 pieces and it goes all the way across the front center. So it's someplace that's visible. You know, there's other pieces that I was really excited to get. And then I was like, crap, I can't even see it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, it's really a good one.
Yep, it is.
Andrew Field said he did the front boomerangs and trunk engine vents from EOS, good quality.
Yep. So if you guys remember the front fangs on the Z06 that I have on my car, those are from EOS. Mm-hmm. They were real carbon fiber through and through. I had them put on whenever my bumper was off for the scrape armor radiator grill guards install. I also have their engine appearance package carbon fiber in the rear on my Z06. So I have had no issues whatsoever with their carbon fiber. And in fact, the carbon fiber in the engine bay, it looks exactly like GM's does, only without the horrible brown or purplish look to it. So this is actually gray/black carbon fiber, and it's designed exactly like GM's. So you wouldn't even know it's not theirs unless you go looking for that brownish look.
I don't know what's going on with GM and their carbon fiber. Like Jeremy from 2020 Matrix sent me his carbon. It's purple. It's a purple shade. I don't know what's going on with
and honestly, the thing is you're not really going to notice that unless you have something like an aftermarket piece of carbon fiber sitting right beside it. Because like the carbon fiber on my ZR1, my C701, it's got a brownish tint to it. But if you're looking at it by itself, it doesn't look like there's a brownish tint unless you bring in a piece of gray or black carbon fiber and then you're like, oh yeah, it's brown.
Yeah.
Check your
Justin,
Venmo.
Check your first one of the night.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got from DBM. So DBM's hooking it up again. He donates $100 for the giveaway. So
sweet.
He could potentially win a $300 piece of carbon fiber for $100. Thanks, David. I sent out, your shirt and key tag will be going out tomorrow morning. I sent out, if any of the winners from the last giveaway of the taillight tin are in here, those all went out on Friday, this past Friday. So you should be getting those here very soon too. Okay, so yeah, again, guys, every $10 donation is an entry, so don't feel like you have to donate $100. The $100 ones are just going to can have a better chance of winning, but I mean, we've seen all kinds of outcomes here.
Yeah.
So $10 does not mean you won't win.
I'm going to show tonight when we do, before I click the button, I'm going to show how everything's done, how the names go in, how things are weighted, as far as how you're voting. So I want people to show the app, how it all works before I hit it.
That's a good idea. Guys, we're pretty close to 100. If you could, please go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Let us know that you're liking the content so we can keep doing this stuff for you. The thumbs up really helps the channel. It really helps us know what it is you guys like. So a thumbs up is always a good form of payment.
Man, Joel just said something I'm super excited to see. He said all restaurants will be Taco Bell in the future. I only eat there 5 times a week, so.
What movie is that from? With Sylvester
Demolition
Stallone.
Man.
Demolition Man, that's it. Yeah, that's a great movie, by the way. I agree.
Anything with Stallone's good.
That's very true. Stallone,
he's the icon.
Dude, I love that dude.
Him and Schwarzenegger were the two that I grew up with.
You know, and I used to like Arnie a lot, but he has not aged nearly as well as
I agree.
Stallone.
Learn to use the 3. I think it was just 3 shells. I don't think it was seashells. I think they just call it the 3 shells, right?
I think it's the 3 seashells. I think
maybe it is now. I can't remember.
Now I gotta watch that movie again.
Right,
dude. We're already past 100. We're already past 100.
Are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. We're at 106, guys. So let's smash it and get to 200 for the first time. I don't think we've ever hit 200. Let's do it. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. DBM Racing says people felt like me winning or me finally winning was rigged. No, we like to be transparent with this stuff to make sure, like the app that Steve chose, he chose that on purpose because that is one that you cannot manipulate. You put the names in, you put them as weighted depending on how many entries they have, and you hit a button and it chooses the fate. You have no input otherwise. 2020 Matrix 8 said up here that his carbon does have more of a copper tint to it in the sun, but he loves the look of it. The OEM carbon fiber on the outside of his Z06 is gorgeous, and I don't want to come across the wrong way here. I totally agree. Don't get me wrong. It's you can't go wrong really either way is what I'm saying. But ultimately, if you want or if you have to get a Z06 without the Z07 kit from factory, you're going to want to make sure that all the carbon fiber you get aftermarket is from pretty much the same kind of supplier. Otherwise, you're going to be mix and matching carbon, and then the colors aren't going to match well. General says, hey guys, feeling terrible tonight. Can't wait to have this surgery done on Thursday. I feel like a drunken sailor and I don't drink. Yeah. Best wishes, General. I haven't sent out your gift yet, so I will text you whenever it's actually going out the door. But good luck with all of that. Hopefully it all works out well. What is this story that's being talked about right now?
What?
Mark White, the comment he put in there. I have no idea where that came from.
Well, because General said about the drinking, and so he was like, "Oh, I'm sure that
Oh, okay.
brought a story to mind."
Yeah. Neatis says send
Alcohol
a
will do
maniac to
that
catch
to you.
one. I am going to have to watch that movie now. It's been a while anyway, so.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. 2020 Matrix 8. This is kind of what I was getting at. He says that he'll never be able to buy aftermarket carbon fiber for the outside of his car because no one makes it to match OEM. That's kind of the issue. Now, you can look at this in 2 different ways. The first one, all of the carbon you're going to ever buy for your car for the outside is going to have to be from GM. Or if you don't get it from GM, all of the carbon fiber you buy would have to be aftermarket. It could never be from GM, or otherwise it's going to not match. So no matter how you cut it, you got to kind of stick with one side or the other. Okay, so for everybody watching that really just loves that song that plays in the trailer, this is another question. I see this question come up all the time, and I mean the song's catchy, but I didn't realize it was that catchy. Mark White says, you got to find me the song in the beginning of the live stream before it comes on. I want to download that song and drive up 75, blast it while. Oh, okay. I'm not.
You don't want to finish that?
No. All right. So the song is called.
I can tell you where to get it.
Yeah.
So just go download the CapCut app. CapCut, CAPCUT. Go under sounds, and type in "give it to me like," and that's what you're gonna find.
Literally, the only thing that's spoken in that song is the name of the song. So again, guys, smash the thumbs up button if you can. If you're liking the content so far. The giveaway is live, so every $10 donated will be an entry. Jeremy 2020 Matrix 8 donates $1,000. No, I'm just joking. He donated $100, so he gets double entries as well. I want to see how. I wish I could.
For $1,000, Jason will run around in a thong.
I'm already wearing it.
You better watch what you say, because someone in here will give $1,000 to see that.
I'll have to run downstairs to like my wife or somebody in the other room and get one
with his missing tooth.
Mm-hmm. Dude, it's now able. I can get it installed. I just have to find time to do it during the freaking day.
Yeah. Joel says, if I had big bucks, I'd buy a GT2 Porsche. I've watched airport runway drags, all the unicorns there, the Elite, and the GT2 really messes it up every time. Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about the GT2 RS. That's one of the best Porsches you can buy. With that said, there's a GT3 RS up at Blackout Tinning right now, and I can't discount that car either. So, yeah, Jeremy says all three of us screamed, "What?" I know I should have gone with it a little bit longer, because when you're typing that in, you could easily add an extra 0, and then that's it. DBM Racing says, "I'm out. I want my money back." You don't want to see Jason in a thong? Come on.
Hey, we're at 121.
Don't be that guy. That's impressive, guys. Actually, it's 122 now. And we're not even at 8 o'clock yet. So there's no reason we can't hit 200 in another 35 minutes. Let's do it, guys. Smash the thumbs up. Let's make this the night. We have never hit 200 in one single viewing of the live video. I mean, it hits 200 after the fact, but during the live, let's hit 200.
Gorilla Glue.
Rivermet says that song's on YouTube as well. It probably is. It's a copyright free song, so.
Oh, no wonder.
Let's see. 11-second clip says the Boomerang isn't available from GM and carbon fiber, right? It is actually for the 2024s. I'm assuming it's not on constraint. I don't know if it's on constraint, but it is an option now for the 2024s. But it is.
If it's not on constraint, it will be.
Yeah. And there is also aftermarket companies that are making that as well. So
let's get to some news. Since we're 30 minutes into this.
All right, let's talk about some news. So the first one is going to be the 2023 Corvette final build info. Now, what this is basically going to talk to you guys about is the final numbers of all the models. So the big one here, for me at least, I think it's pretty crazy. 46,000 Stingrays built in 2023. 46,000. So that's over the estimate of what GM said that they'd be able to build in a year, and they originally said 40. So that's 46,000 Stingrays and about, let's see, 65, a little less than 6,500 Z06s.
Wow. Now,
there's all kinds of numbers to be seen here, and really, like, you have to study this kind of hard to really see where these numbers are going, but 6,413 Z06s, and of that number, 1,845 of them were Z07 package cars. So all of the stats are here. So you can see how many 70th anniversary editions there were for the Stingray and for the Z06. For the Z06, there was 389 in coupe and 633 in convertible. So if you have a 70th anniversary edition coupe, you've got a pretty rare car. But yeah, you can go through all of it. Z07, Z51, the Mag Ride, the the chrome exhaust tips, the black exhaust tips, the front end lift. I mean, all of the numbers are here. But the big one for me, of course, is how many were made. And it being 46,000 for Stingray is pretty impressive. And even the Z06, which at one point was almost cut for 2023, and we had only made, I think, 3,000 at that time. They ended up making over double what they were going to make of the Z06 for 2023. So pretty impressive there. Let's see. Great White North Corvette says, will there be limited colors on a ZR1? I don't think so. I think the ZR1 is going to come in every color that we have currently. Now, if it's a 25 or a 2025 or a 2026, we're going to talk about that in a second, because one of the big rumors right now is that Silver Flare is getting deleted for 2025. Now,
that's stupid.
It makes sense when you look at the colors, because we have like 5 different grays.
I love that color.
But I still love Silver Flare.
Yeah, I love that color.
I do to some extent too. It really depends on how it's done, because you can Silver Flare kind of can blend in really badly, but if you set it up the way Jason was going to set his up,
I was going to say
blue stripes or electric blue. I mean, that car would stand out like, I don't want to say a sore thumb because that implies bad, but like it would definitely stand out. So it depends on how you set it up, but I mean that's true with any color. But there are a bunch of different silvers / grays that GM has in the palette right now, and for 25, which we'll actually know for sure what colors are going and which ones are staying, and potentially 2 new colors coming by the April, the museum bash is usually where they introduce the new colors.
Dr. Corvette's in the house. I haven't seen him in a while.
What's up, Dr. Corvette? He says that he talked to Betty at the Corvette Museum, and she's going to send a letter out to see how many of mine were produced. 70th anniversary edition Z06 with visible carbon fiber. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you wanted to do the math, you could probably figure it out by looking at this build sheet over at the Mid-Engine Corvette forum. It's a lot of work to figure it out, but your number would be on here somewhere. I mean, you can see by looking at this, it almost looks like you're just looking at like a stamp, like one of those punch cards or something, because there's just so many freaking numbers on here. But you could figure it out if you wanted to look into that, or just wait for someone else to do it. That's what I would do. Yeah, 2020 Matrix 8 says Matt Hurley's Silver Flare Z06 was perfect with the adrenaline red dipped. Yep.
That's right.
The adrenaline red dipped is what made it. And that's the thing, is it's like if you got that Silver Flare car with silver wheels and just a black interior, I'm not saying it's not nice, because it still is, but it doesn't stand out the way you would want a $150,000 Z06 to stand out. Yeah, DBM Racing says bring back Shark Gray. Shark Gray really was.
Shark Gray was colors. Yep, I love that color.
KP says, is it possible to upgrade to speakers with premium sound system in the C8? Anything's possible with enough money, but I've only heard this question once before, and I gotta ask, like, what don't you like about the stock system?
I think it sounds fantastic.
I think it does too. I'm really, really pleased with the system, the sound system on the C8 in general. The only thing I would possibly consider is something that would add a little more bass, but I mean, I'm not talking like blow your windows out kind of bass.
Yeah.
You know what I listen to in the car? AWE.
Yeah. That's what I do too.
I mean,
a lot of times, like, I'll be driving along and I'm like, I'm loving the exhaust sound, and then I got to crack the window a little bit because I was like, I'm a little bit more.
I keep my back window down pretty much all the time.
That is literally the only thing about a convertible I wish I had.
Not me.
Putting down that rear window, I love that idea.
I absolutely, that's the one thing. So as much as I like that C8 Z06 that was stolen, and I know I could probably get it at a really good deal, it's not a convertible, so it's really not for me.
I'd still buy it and then trade it on a convertible if that's what the case. Although it's likely to have an R title, right?
Yeah, I'm sure
it wouldn't be worth much of anything then. Boy Wonder says purple.
Trying to swap my Z06 for it though, my 7, but I don't know.
Did you talk to him?
No, I just it like entered my mind. Hey, I wonder if this would be a possibility.
I would love to do that. That would be a pretty good idea. Boy Wonder says purple metallic would be dope, and metallic green similar to lizard green. Yeah. So we've been talking about that on this channel since I think 2022. maybe
Yeah.
2021, that these colors were supposed to be like, this car is built for colors like that. And I swear GM has those colors somewhere, because I've heard so many rumors of people talking. Like Shane was one of them. He talked to somebody down, I don't remember who it was, some GM guy down at the bash in 22, I think it was. And they confirmed to him that purple is coming. And I just assumed that meant for the next year, for 2023. But we haven't got it yet. So eventually I think we're going to get a purple, and I think a metallic green is coming too, because like those are the two colors that really would make this car stand apart as a supercar. AARPM says the stock 14 speakers sound system is one of the best sound systems I've ever heard. I agree. For a stock sound system, you can turn it up with the bass up really loud and everything.
Oh, yeah.
It actually feels like there's a decent sized subwoofer in there. Where was that at? NBA says, hope GM doesn't get rid of Amplify Orange, because that's one of my favorite colors. That one, from what I've heard, that's not on the chopping block, but Silver Flare is. Again, this is just a rumor, so it's possible it wouldn't happen. But we're gonna talk more about the colors here in a second. Yeah, that's a big one, and that's another one that some people were asking about, was yellow possibly getting cut. And if yellow gets cut, the only way yellow gets cut is if a yellow replaces it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think there's any chance that they're going to scratch yellow and not replace it. That doesn't,
they definitely
just doesn't seem realistic, because from what I've read, they're trying to go to more vibrant colors and away from the more dull colors of gray, white, all that kind of stuff. And
that's exactly what makes it a supercar.
Yeah.
Get rid of the boring colors, because Corvette in general has always kind of stayed with the safe colors, like the reds, whites, blacks.
Camaro
did get into the greens, the purples, even the pinks. I mean, honestly, if they made like a neon pink, that color would sell. I guarantee it would sell.
Dude, Strad has pink cars, and I freaking love them.
Yeah.
Not to mention the girl that is in our group that has the metallic.
That's what I was
Everybody
thinking about.
loves her freaking car, dude. Her husband takes her to the gas station, and women are, hey, you want to let me go for a ride?
Ouch.
Good way to get a divorce.
That might not be great, but
yeah, it's a good way to get a divorce.
2020 Matrix 8 says every supercar needs the same colors as a pack of Skittles. And if you guys haven't heard this before, a lot of times people will refer to supercars as Skittles, because the colors always have that same palette. So he's definitely right. We need the purples, we need the greens, we need the pinks even. I think it would be pretty cool. And I mean, honestly, right now, we were looking at this poll. We have hypersonic gray, ceramic matrix gray, silver flare, and then even carbon flash can kind of be gray in certain lights. So you almost have 4 different versions of gray. And of all of those, believe it or not, silver flare sold the worst by far. So that's one of the reasons why we're thinking silver flare is going to go. But I'll show you the stats here. So if you look at the statistics here, this is all the colors that were made for 2023 and how many of them were sold. So the percentages here are basically what the percentage was of that color used for the entire C8 lineup in 2023. So of course, Torch Red's number 1, 15% of the cars made in the C8 lineup for 2023 were Torch Red. Arctic White is next, Black is third, Red Mist, Hypersonic Gray is really high up on this list still, so I don't think that's going anywhere. Rapid Blue, the White Pearl, Amplify Orange is in the middle, so it's probably still safe. Ceramic Matrix Gray was also rumored in 2022 that it was going to go away for 2023, and then it didn't. So it's possible that Ceramic Matrix Gray might go instead of Silver Flare, but it does with the way these numbers look, it doesn't make sense, because Silver Flare sold 3%, where Ceramic Matrix Gray sold 4%. It's not that much more, but it is still more. And of course, again, dead last, caffeine. Zeus Bronze was dead last whenever it existed. It's like people just don't love that color, I guess.
But yet they keep trying to make sure that somebody has it to buy.
Yeah, it's basically the same color. Like, so I could see caffeine and silver flare possibly being the two that disappear and get replaced with maybe a green, maybe a purple. I mean, I really feel like GM should go just think way outside the box, throw a green, throw a purple, instead of getting rid of caffeine and silver flare and bringing out something that looks just like silver, only it's a little darker, and something that looks just like caffeine, only it's a little more gold. Like, that's what they did before, and that's stupid. If you're going to delete the color, go to something completely different.
Yeah.
You know, just offer it and allow people to order it and let the people decide. If they don't like purple, then don't order it. I think
that's ultimately what this list is. These cars, as you guys know, they're not just sitting on the lots for the most part. So when you see caffeine at the bottom there, that's because that was ordered the least. It has nothing to do with how many GM just decided to make. This is because people were ordering that color very infrequently. And I mean, I'm not a big fan of caffeine. I liked Zeus Bronze better, but I didn't really even love Zeus Bronze. So yeah, I don't know.
I like them both. They're just not going to be a color I would pick, and it's not going to hurt my feelings if they got rid of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of like cacti. I like cacti. If they discontinue it, it's not going to affect my day.
I will say on camera, that is growing on me. The color. I won't refer to it as crap tie anymore because I did a reels on it, and a Corvette Warehouse has it, and it's not my color, but it's definitely something I like it better than brown.
Your son got a ride in it.
Yeah. It's like we're in a meeting. We're in a meeting. Next thing I know, he's like, I rode in that car. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Mario took him out for a ride while we were off in the back with Doug.
Yeah.
Kevin Horan says, where can I find this list? It is on the Mid-Engine Corvette forum. If you want to just shoot me an email, though, Kevin, I'll send you the link directly. Dr. Corvette says that silver is horrible. They can get rid of that. Oh, yeah.
I love silver.
The opinions, the silver's always been one of those colors for me where it's like, it's okay. It's too blendy. Like, it just blends into everything.
This is the color of concrete.
If you do it right, that's not necessarily the case, but in general, it's not a great color if you want to stand out. We got 152 thumbs ups currently, guys. It would be awesome if we could hit 200. We only 48 away, and we still have about 25 minutes-ish. So hit that thumbs up, guys. It really helps the channel, and you would make my day if we hit 200. DVM Racing says at the plant tour we saw Cacti Z06 with Z07 and carbon fiber wheels, and it was fire. Yeah.
Fire.
I mean, those carbon fiber wheels and the Z07 kit's going to make pretty much anything, any color look pretty good. And all the new colors will be on constraint, says Jeremy. Yep. That's the unfortunate reality, is that anything we're talking about in the future, so the ZR1 that's coming, you can bet your bottom dollar the ZTK package on that ZR1, it's going to be on constraint because that spoiler is a gigantic piece of carbon fiber. It's going to be on constraint. That's just the way it goes. Anyone else frozen?
My computer's always frozen when we're on here. Now, the one that I used to type on, that one never freezes. But earlier, Steve was frozen on our screen, and now he's moving, and the rest of it's frozen. I'm frozen. Our screen's frozen.
I'm not frozen, but
I'm seeing myself move. So on the actual video, I'm watching myself.
Yeah.
161 thumbs ups, guys. That means we need, what, 39 more, right? 30. Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be able to do this giveaway tonight.
Yeah, guys. So the one thing for the giveaway, like I said, we need to hit $600 in order to give it away, and we are only at 200. So if you guys really want to have this thing given away tonight, let's step up and
if not, it's rolling into next weekend,
yeah,
and I won't be here.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get Doug on next week, Jason. What do you think?
Yeah. It's funny, too, because I told Steve, I said, hey, listen, I'm going to come over on Saturday, and we're going to do this. And he goes, you know I'm leaving Saturday. I'm like, crap. I'm like, you and your freaking vacations, man.
Yeah.
Retired people suck.
Steve takes 17 vacations a year.
Mhm.
Yep. Hey, as soon as I'm done here, I'm installing taillight tent as soon as I get off this tonight. Right
Nice.
there.
I know. I was going to come over and do mine on Saturday.
Yeah.
The ZR1 will be unconstrained. Yeah.
Dude, they need to make a fully carbon fiber bodied ZR1. That would be, I don't even know what that would cost, but it would be awesome.
It would be a lot because, I mean, if they did it right, the biggest thing that the C8 Corvette in general could benefit from is obviously lower weight. And if they made the tub of that car out of carbon fiber, it would drop, that would probably drop 300 to 400 pounds right there. So we would be looking at a 31 to 3,200 pound C8 Z06. I mean, that thing would be an absolute monster. But when you do that, the price of your car goes up so significantly that now people are complaining about the Z06 being expensive. Now, you change it to a carbon fiber tub, you're looking at, I would say, probably at least another $50,000 to $80,000. DBM Racing says, does our donation roll over to the next week? Yes, it will.
Yes.
So if we don't hit the 600 tonight, we'll roll everything over to the following Monday night. All of your donations will be kept, though, so don't worry if you donate today or next week. If we don't hit the number, either way, you're good to go.
Yep.
Mark White, Steve does not live in Florida. He lives in Texas.
There's some cold right now.
Here's Hurley.
Matt Hurley, what's up, man? There he is. So I don't know. Does Matt Hurley have these? Do you know?
I don't think so, man.
I don't know. He goes.
He has so much
so
stuff, and it
fast.
depends what car he. Yeah, no telling with him.
Matt
Tell him
Hurley,
if it's
the giveaway for tonight is these carbon fiber covers for the silver dashboard on your C8 or Z06 or E-Ray. So they're real carbon fiber stick-ons. They're $300 from EOS, but you know, obviously the same thing as usual. $10 donations or $100 get you double entries. If you're interested in that, you could save yourself a good bit of money. $100, you could possibly win it instead of spending $300. So that's the giveaway, guys. We should try our best to get as many entries as we can here today so we can give this away today. I'd love to do it. But yeah, we need to hit that 600 mark because we are buying these with our own money. So it's got to make sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Al Sanchez says my 24 Z06 was delivered with the loud tick with only 4 miles. Don't they do quality control before they leave the factory? My car has been sitting at the dealer for 2 weeks. Yeah, that sucks, man. That definitely sucks.
I guess I had my storm.
At least he got it to his house.
Okay, yep, we got an entry from Matt Hurley. Pretty sure, I don't know exactly, but I think he may have sent that before he even heard my spiel, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Matt. He donates $100, so we are at $300, guys. We need 300 more to give these things away tonight, and we got about 20 minutes to do it. So between that and the 200 thumbs ups, which we got 200 people in here watching. We have 200 people, so if all 200 hit that thumbs up, we would be at the thing that I've wanted since I started, or since we've started doing these live videos. We have never hit 200 during the live period.
That's crazy.
$173, 27 more to go. NBA says I'd definitely spend $50K for a carbon chassis. I'm only estimating 50 to 80. I don't actually know how much it would cost.
That would be insane.
Because, I mean, this is also a production car, so it could be less. But I feel like if it was significantly less, GM would have done it. So there's got to be a reason they didn't. Yeah, I don't see carbon fiber, especially on the interior, ever looking cheesy. Oh, stupid fast truck.
182? Wow.
It says 182, guys. We are really close. We are really close to that 200. That's fantastic. And by the way, I don't think I've seen you in here recently, stupid fast truck. So welcome back. If maybe I have to scan through these comments really quickly, so maybe I missed you. But if not, welcome back.
We need to not miss the hot topic again.
Yeah. So
we forgot it last week.
Yeah. Oh, New Horizons in the house too. What's up?
Yep.
So, guys, the
Where's
hot
my
topic for
horsepower?
tonight, and this has been a hot topic before, but it just recently really hit me specifically here. Steve, a little bit. You can look at him; he looks like he's chilled to his bone.
Yes.
It's being a Corvette owner during the winter time. Now, this really depends on what state you live in. So, me specifically, I live in Pennsylvania, and we just had our first pretty big snow of the year, and we had like 4 inches drop on us. And when it drops 4 inches of snow, PennDOT drops 350 billion pounds of salt on the road. So it's just not a good time to drive a car like that, even if it can be driven in the winter like the E-Ray. It's just not a great time to drive a car like that whenever there's just salt on everything. And it's such an annoying thing because when you really sit down and think about it, and I know this is kind of on me because I live in PA, but I have a car that I can drive at best 6 months out of the year. And out of those 6 months, you probably have at least a month and a half to 2 months where collectively it's raining. So that drops it down to like 4 months. And then out of those 4 months, you have a couple weeks here and there where it is just so ungodly hot you can't leave the house. So it's like, by the time it's all said and done, I get like maybe 3.8 months of being able to drive a car like this. And it sucks because when you drive a car like this, you want to drive it all the time. Ronald Jackson, why do you got to do that, man? He says, Justin, more snow is coming. Wait until tomorrow night.
Oh,
God
boy.
dang. God dang. I'm just kidding. I appreciate the weather alert, but man, PA.
What are we going to have? Let's see.
Oh, here we go. Jason's going to be like, oh, it's going to be 73 degrees and
No, I think it's going to be
slightly
crap.
cloudy.
Not that good.
I think it's going to suck, man. I really do.
We're calling 32-mile-an-hour winds right now. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, our
I mean,
winds up
keep
here are
going.
getting real bad too.
Saturday's 54. I mean, that's not miserable because it'll probably be like 57.
I'll
but-
be honest, if the roads weren't covered in salt, 54 is easily a Z06 day.
Dude,
You
58,
enjoy that.
54, I wear shorts, man.
I'll be in 80-degree weather, so you have fun.
Yeah. Okay. This is the first vacation of the year, and we're on only 8 days in.
Yeah.
Brandon says Texas gets 13 good months a year.
Nice.
Exactly.
So Andrew Shields said that he's seen how they make carbon fiber tubs in the cars, and it's stupid difficult. This is kind of what I was getting at. I have a feeling there's a reason GM didn't do it, and I doubt that it's actually cost. It could be up there, but it's probably something more like how difficult it actually is.
We have 8 more to go.
Oh, nice. Guys, we were real close. Nice.
We are going to hit it.
We got 201 watching, like 205 now. If all 205 of you would hit it, we'd be over 200. That's fantastic, though, guys. Thank you so much for clicking that thumbs up button. It really does help the channel. And 200 is just a number that I haven't seen yet. So, now that we've seen it, maybe we elevate it a little bit. But that's awesome, guys. Have we gotten any more donations? No more donations. So we still need 300 more to give these away tonight. If not, it will roll over to next Monday night.
Yep.
And we'll go from there. But oh wow. Kerry Glock says calling for 3 to 4 inches in South Central PA tomorrow morning. I'm not really in Central PA, so hopefully that doesn't mean anything for me, but if they're getting snow in South Central PA, that means I'll get at least rain. Yeah, this is what I hear. Mike Lewis says move to Arizona. It's what I every time I complain about the weather in Pennsylvania, somebody's saying, "Oh, we'll move here, move there."
You should move to Canada.
Yeah.
Be up there with Andrew. I'm sure the weather's beautiful.
Considering his screen name is Great White North Corvette.
Exactly. Exactly.
Great white.
So one other thing real quick, guys, if you didn't see my video on this, I'll just mention this pretty quickly because I do have a video up for this. The 2024 Corvette Z06 won the best car to buy for 24 by Motor Authority. So this car is literally still winning awards left and right, even after being on the market now for over a year. So yeah, if you're looking to buy a really cool car that you absolutely love, and trust me, I can speak to the authenticity of this. This car is amazing. And it's, like I said, it continues to win awards because it is amazing. But I don't want to talk too much about that because, like I said, I do have a dedicated video about that if you want to check that out. But just to cover a little bit more news. But the other thing, actually, I wanted to let Jason talk a little bit about is the car that was stolen. We mentioned it briefly a second ago. This is on the Corvette blogger. This is a video that Jason filmed, and they actually credit Front Seat Driver here. So part of the Vette Syndicate group is making videos that are hitting the Corvette blogger. But yeah, Jason, tell us a little bit about what happened. How did this brand new Z06 get stolen?
So Steve and I were, like I said, out on Friday at Corvette Warehouse, hanging out with Doug, talking to him, and he was going to show us the other two bays that I was telling you about, the new areas they've got coming in down the road. So we're walking out the back door, and me and Steve are talking. There's some workers doing some stuff out there. It was really loud, and so anyway, he's like, "Dude, a Z06." And I'm looking at it, and like my brain's not wrapping around the fact there's this white Z06 sitting there. I'm like, and so anyway, it finally occurs to me. So I'm like, holy crap. So Doug comes over and he's like, that car was stolen. And so he's like, I believe it was a friend of Doug's, the owner of Corvette Warehouse. And one of the guys there, Brian, had tried to help locate it. They did eventually find it. But what happened was this gentleman waited forever, like everybody else. He was on a list. He finally gets his Z06 allocation. They build it, and it's out of a dealership in Louisiana. So they decided to ship it to him here in Texas. Well, in the process of it being shipped, whoever the transport company was, which we don't know who that is, the guys on the truck stole the car, took it out joyriding. It had 2 miles on it when it was being delivered. They put like 257 miles on it or something like that. So it's just a little under 300. But yeah, so one of the things that, like Doug said, is make sure you vet your transport company before you trust them with your car. So the guy, of course, is just like, I don't even want to see the car. He goes, I don't want nothing to do with it. Just, I want my car to be mine the first time ever. So the dealership in Louisiana put him right at the top of the list. Next time there's an allocation, which may have already happened, I don't really know, he gets the very next allocation. And I'm really hoping that they do a better job of picking a transport company. Anyway, Corvette Warehouse is kind of tasked with putting it back together because, like, Steve said, they ripped out the OnStar and all that. So, I mean, when we open it, the alarm's going off and everything. Once they get it all back together, then they're going to put it on the market for sale. So it's crazy. I've never personally heard of a transport company stealing the customer's car.
Yeah. I thought that same thing. Whenever I saw your video, I was like, man, the one thing, it's like it unlocks, the stuff they say online, it unlocks a new fear. Like, you buy this car out of state and you expect that the shipping part is the easy part, You already spent the money on the car, you did your financing, all that difficult stuff, and then it gets stolen in the transport.
Yeah. By the way, what did you guys think? If anybody that's seen the video, how'd you like the little cartoon guy I had running across the screen? Nobody commented. I spent a lot of time making that stupid run across the screen, and I didn't get a single comment about it. Not one. Not even a bad one. Just nothing.
Actually, that's a good question. Did they catch the thieves? I don't know.
No, and I don't understand what the deal was, but he was I think he's an older gentleman from what I recall, and he has a lot of money. He doesn't give a crap about all that. He just wants a new car. And so personally, there's no way in the world I would let somebody take my car and get away with it. I don't know what the reasoning behind it was, but I mean, I'm sure I don't know how you steal a car and nothing happens. So I don't know. But if we find out more details, I'll make sure I give you guys an update. But it is funny because they did reach out to me because I keep at the bottom of my videos, mainly for the videos I do at Corvette Warehouse. This video is for entertainment purposes, blah, 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 because so many YouTubers always have some kind of disclaimer so they don't wind up having somebody trying to sue them over something stupid. And if I say this car has 8,000 miles on there because I read it wrong, it had 80,000, and then they try to give me crap and sue me because I said this car had 8,000 miles on it or whatever. So they emailed me to ask if it was legit. I said, no, it's not a prank. It's an actual video. Like, it actually happened.
Yeah, so much for the break-in period.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it
Oh,
broke
no,
in.
it was broken into, just not the way that
Yes.
you want to
Literally.
break in a car.
Whew.
Yeah, I
they
mean
broke
the
it
part
in.
the part that got me was they actually put the picture up on Corvette Blogger where
Yeah.
you can see they ripped out the OnStar area,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like I can't tell if they cut any wires or not, but they ripped that out because the car can't be tracked then.
Right.
So they thought. I don't know that there's actually any antennas in that area. I'm not sure exactly what they were ripping out. I'm pretty sure the OnStar stuff is in the trunk area. I don't know if it's there or not on the C8. But White Hot Horsepower says, off topic, when is the over under year for, or what is the over under year for the C9 release? We've talked about that before. I don't really see a C9 coming out before probably 2029, 2030, 2030 ish. I think this particular one's going to run for at least 10 years. So I think it's probably going to be around 2030. And guys, we hit our thumbs ups. So thank you, Brent, for keeping us up to date. We are at 208. We actually did it. I can't believe it. It's the first time we've ever hit 200 thumbs ups during the actual live video. That's fantastic. We appreciate it, guys. Lastly, it doesn't look like we've had any more donations for the giveaway, but if you want to get in last minute, we have $300 still left to go before we can give these things away. So worst case scenario, if you did donate tonight, like I said, it will roll over to next Monday night. But if you guys want to get this done, let's get 300 more in here, and then we will give these away tonight. We'll have Steve actually physically show us how this giveaway goes.
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably still do that even if we're not going to do the win, right? Do you want to still
Yeah,
show it?
I could do a fake raffle. I could show you a fake one. I could show you one that would happen if I actually hit for real. I just won't give it away to the person who wins. It's pretty even right now because everybody's got 20 entries.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
so it's pretty easy. So, because I won't be here
let's-
next week to show you. I can show you really quick. Let me show you really quick.
Okay. So,
So-
guys, Steve is going to show us how the raffle software works.
So I use a system called Raffle Pro. So let's go here. So if you look at this, check this out. So here's all the names of the people in, and then you see the amounts that they have. So they all equally have the amount. So you go to here, and then I go over here, and it tells me I want to continue. And then I don't want to record it because you can record, and then I hit raffle. And had I done this raffle, this is who would have won. Jeremy's probably going, son of a gun.
Yeah. All right. So as you can see there, guys, there is a weight option to this. So whenever you donate the $100 and you get those 20 entries, Steve can put it in as 20 entries versus if you donate 10, you would just get one. So your odds of winning are weighted. So it's
That's
an
like every
interesting
raffle.
piece of software.
That's just like every raffle.
Yeah.
You buy 100 lottery, raffle tickets you got, and you reach in the bag and you grab it out. And...
Yep. So, guys, it looks like we're not going to hit the 600 we need to give these away tonight. We're at 300. So, next Monday night, everything's going to roll over, like I said. So, if you guys want to tune in next Monday night, and as long as we get at least $300 then too, we can give these away. So, otherwise, guys, I think that's going to pretty much wrap it up for tonight. We got our 200 thumbs up. So, big thank you to everybody that was involved in that. Thank you to everybody who donated tonight. You guys are really, really helping it out, and we appreciate all of the support as always. So, yeah, that's it, guys. If you haven't yet, hit the thumbs ups on your way out, and we will see you same time, same place next Monday night.